All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Friday. Hopefully everybody's ready for the weekend. I know I am, but looks like we're having another huge run in NVIDIA. This thing just does not want to stop. I just don't understand what's going on. It just keeps going and going and going. It really is dying to get that 1,000. But I'll tell you, SMCI just broke all-time highs, 1,200. I mean, those stocks are all on the watch list. A couple of good stocks made some big moves. Swing trading has been doing good for us, been treating us very, very well, very well. But remember, you didn't make any money on those stocks until you sell them. So we're going to go over a few of them. A couple of really other nice stocks that are moving also, that are moving in pre-market. Yesterday had a pretty decent day with a couple of good stocks. We're going to go through them. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday, but we had that really big event with Kathy and Boris from BK Forex. If you missed it, make sure you go to our channel, watch that video. It was a great, great lesson. I think there was a lot of good content there. You guys can always learn and go from there. Good to see you, Lita. Good morning to you, Bill. Good to see you, Mark, everybody, and everyone on social media. Let's go do some talk about what happened yesterday, and then we'll go back around and show you what's moving on this morning. So anyway, LYT got destroyed. The stock was at $40, came all the way back down to the prices around $2-3, some number. Yeah, $3. Had a huge gap up yesterday. It was a great, great run. Only thing I didn't like too much about it, which we always talk about, volatility. Stock was very, very fast. You had to be a category 4 trader, but that one did really well. Revvion, another good stock of a good move. That was a swing trade. Remember, everybody, last week when I was on NASDAQ, I did a video when I was on the show. I was talking about Revvion, about that 500,000 share buyer at the $10 price range. Let me bring this up and blow this up. And these are things that you have to be reminded of. He was sitting there for 2 whole days. It went up, it came back down. It went up, it came back down. It went up again, it came back down. Did not want to get past $10. Look at that stock right ever since then. If you bought, let me just kind of explain something to you. NVIDIA, all right? If you bought NVIDIA last week when it was at 800 and it's now, okay, at $800, you're almost about 20%, okay? If you bought Revvion and did the same thing, you were up over 30%, all right? So just keep in mind that sometimes it's not like, always got to think about the name and this and that. There are stocks out there that you could trade that were a lot less riskier, a lot more controllable, and that's where it comes down to. It's all about risk to reward and money management. But as much as great as those stocks were, and there's a lot of them out there, Revvion did great. And Revvion is still moving because guess what? It's now a gap fill. And we all know about gap fill. So Revvion is going back on the watch list. And remember, it just wasn't a day trade. It also was a good swing trade. Another stock that did really well yesterday, wasn't a huge winner, but had a good little move, IONQ. Right at the gate, nice little pop from 1030 up to, went up about $1. Not bad. CLSK, obviously, what's going on with the AI stock. So that one's doing really well too. Nice little push. Nice. It's a good stock that was in the afternoon. It kind of died right after around 2 o'clock. She's strong again. I'm throwing this back on the watch list, CLSK. And you all know that if that's moving, that means coin's moving. That means Mara's moving. Yeah, coin, you could see it, has been doing just absolutely fabulous. Over the past month, it's up about 100%. Now, remember, you heard it here first. Remember when we talked about the ETF, okay, when it happened right around November. We were talking about it, and it had that great run up on the swing trade. Once the ETF got approved, stock came back down. Buy on rumor, sell on news. Stock started building a great consolidation right around here. And then guess what? You could have jumped in at 120 and you just basically doubled another 100% mover on coin. And, and it's still doing great. So, but you know what? Just keep in mind, coin is not like the the mining stocks like Mara and Riot and CLSK. It's kind of a little bit different. It's a little bit on the more expensive side, but listen, it's going back on the watch list. Coin has been doing great for us too. So it's amazing how you find these stocks and they end up becoming those day trades and become, due to the news that's going on in the market. And you think like, oh, I can't trade that because I don't have an account that could trade that like Bitcoin. Listen, we do pretty well on some of the stocks out there too. Monster is another one, but this one's too expensive. This is at 1,300. This is the owner of the company. Let me kind of repeat it. We say it all the time. If you're watching on social media, this person right here, the owner owns a crap load of, of Bitcoin. So you can see it's doing really good, well on his bottom line. So that one's doing well. And Soun's obviously, we'll throw this back on the watches, SOUN. That stock was a really fun stock. We watched it go from literally $1.20 all the way up to about $8. She moved up pretty nicely. She's moving up again. She's a little bit on the volatile side, but she was okay yesterday. She treated us pretty well, up to $5.20 all the way to $6. Nice little move, putting that one also on the watch list. All right. Now, remember, let's get into today. Today is Friday, okay? So what do we know about Fridays? The weekend, nobody wants to come out with news. There's not really any big earnings coming out. There's nothing really a lot, but there are a couple of stocks out there. Today's a day we always focus on nickels and dimes, okay? And then if you're in the right place, the right time, you just get in, take the money, and you run, all right? But there are a few stocks out there, and then we're going to work through them. First of all, let's start with AIMD. So AIMD is moving up really nicely. Let me just fix my filters out here. So here's our filters on that. So we just got to kind of like eliminate all this 100 single digit numbers. So we got good iceberg orders on this stock right here. AIMD, 30,000 shares right here at $4. And when I look at level 4, I got 32,000 there. So it looks like most of the orders are trading on the NASDAQ. Nice little stock right there, AIMD. Nice little push. If right here around 8:30, if you were here earlier and you logged in early in the cyber group room, hopefully you're able to catch that nice little run from 260 up to about 340. We got a little bit of a ladder effect that did come in and kicked it in a little bit. A lot of buying going on that did show up. I'll show you right here on level 4. You see here down at the bottom, see all those bars right there, all green balls. That means it was buy. Okay, so buying caused the stock to go up. So that stock did pretty well. That one's going on a watch list. Biggest percentage gainer so far. How much is it up? 190%. PBM, another stock, second biggest percentage gainer on the NASDAQ. Okay, so here we have a good stock that has some pretty decent iceberg orders. Pretty much everything looks the same. Not really getting a predominant iceberg. It did move pretty nicely around 7:30 this morning. It's kind of flatline. You could see on a long-term chart, it was around 50 cents. Stock's up 270. It's been going up every day. I would get a little nervous with the stock right now. And now it's starting to really pick up some crazy momentum after what happened yesterday and the day before. So I am putting on the watch list, but you know what happens when we trade stocks like this. It's going to end up being in a big loser list. So let's not get caught holding the bag, okay? But we're putting it on the watch list, okay? Next one on the list, 48%, the stock MIRA. This one, you could see it here back in November. It shot back up to 6. It came back down. I'm a scratch on that. I'm not a fan of that one. CRO, another one that was one from yesterday. Big run up, came crashing down. Not a fan of that. Scratch, okay? Not what we're looking for as day traders. And we're down to 20%. Not bad. Air, this stock, a $600 stock. I don't know what that's all about. But this stock, Air, good volume. I feel like we traded that stock not too long ago. Does Air got good iceberg orders? First thing we look for, trend and iceberg. Yeah, we got 16,000. Yeah, it's got some good orders. It's very tradable. It could be good for a beginner to trade that stock. I'd definitely throw that in there. I like it. All right. So I saw this stock this morning. What do we know about pharmaceutical stocks? They don't come back. Okay. So here's a stock, $20 stock. I feel terrible. I guess whatever happened to their drug, because that's what to me, that's what it looks like. Believe me, this is not an earnings announcement. Destroyed. It could be an earning. I don't know yet, but This is what you want to be careful of. And you know what? I'm going to do a video on this because I think the world has to know why pharmaceutical stocks don't come back. So I'll probably do something on that. That pretty much does it there. New York Stock Exchange. I mean, you got Gap that moved up pretty nicely. I didn't know Gap was still even around. I haven't bought a Gap shirt in a while. Carvana's doing really well. It's been a really good swing trade. I feel terrible that we sold it. Had a good swing trade on that stock. Remember, we had this stock all the way down here, $7. Oh my God, that was a beautiful trend. Actually, I think it was like around 29. So a lot of really good stocks have been there in the swing trade. Listen, you can't own them all. You can't own them all. Another stock that did really well yesterday was Nuvo. Obviously, everybody saw what moved on that. That thing just gapped up really, really nicely. There's a stock that we own right around 100. That one did really well. It's breaking all-time highs. So that's looking pretty good. Just be careful of some of the NVIDIA trade. I just want to look and see what's going on out there with NVIDIA. Yeah, we got, I mean, there's 14,000 shares a seller out there in NVIDIA at 1,000. I mean, it's dying to get to 1,000. Dying to get there. Yeah, you can see it right there. There's 4,000 right there for 21 orders. He's dying to get there, but it looks like it's going to probably have a little tough time getting past this, just right below 50. I see a little bit of orders. All right, traders. Anything I'm missing before we get ready for the market opened up? Any other stocks out there? Anyone on social media? I don't know if you guys are looking at anything. Just to kind of get that QR code. There we go. Just want to fix the QR code. All right. So that's really our watch list that we got going on right now, cyber traders. Obviously, if you see something, you say something. I'll put this list on all our social media. So make sure you subscribe to it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. You could always join us if you're watching on a little QR code on the top left-hand side. You can always just click on that with your phone, or you can click on the link. But feel free to join us. Just make sure you like us, subscribe, and ring that bell. Cyber traders, you see something, you say something, and all the new traders that are in the Cyber Group room, please keep in mind, it's not a teaching room. It's a trading room. You're only here to watch and see the other traders, how they think for themselves, because that's what it's all about. All right. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. And I'll see you in about 15 minutes when the market opens up. So don't go anywhere.